Hey YouTube, Tom here with Father and Son Treasures, and today we're going metal detecting again. It is finally a beautiful, sunny, super spongerific, sunshiny day, and we're gonna go try to do some metal detecting. I'm gonna try to do a few things different this time. Being an area that's not near a bunch of houses, it is sort of an urban area, but what's interesting about it is the area I'm going to, at one time there were a number of home sites, but then the river in this area changed its path, and when it did, it mostly overtook those home sites. So there's a lot of water, a lot of debris, stuff like that, but maybe because it's such a tough area to get into, there'll be some good stuff. I've been there once. There was a lot of brambles. I won't lie, I didn't find a lot, but today is a great day and I got a lot of confidence. So anyway, I will see you soon and wish me luck. Bunch of geese all over the place. It's that time of year, I guess. You can hear them up there somewhere. Well, first this decent signal I got here, I didn't live tape it, but got a, looks like a drawer pull. So for sure, home site, one of the ways you can tell, but you can see how shiny it is. I don't know if there's a pattern on it or not. It doesn't look particularly pretty. It's just cast white metal or something. But anyway, at least it's a good signal. So I'm on the right track. I'm right by the foundation. So I figured I was going to find some stuff, but you never really know. They might have hauled everything out of here except foundation. But anyway, we're going to keep on digging. Well, here's one of these too good to be true signals, and we're going to try to dig it. It is a little choppy, so it ain't perfect, but jumping between 80 and 88, so I would suspect it's going to be a piece of copper wire or something like that, but you never know. We'll see. Well, anything round or with a hole in it, it's going to create a great signal, and not sure what it is other than trash. So we'll put it in the bag and we'll keep going. At least we're doing some cleanup. I always kind of wonder what to think when I find an old structure like this. It's pretty interesting. I'm going to turn the camera around. The front of this thing is built with CMUs, like I mentioned before. So just cinder blocks. But as it gets further back in the structure, they look older. Of course, some of this has been underwater, so I'm sure that's going to make things look old. But if you look here, this is brick that's been concreted together with like a layer of mortar on the outside. Some old bricks. They're not handmade, but they are old. Makes you wonder what some of this was, but a lot of trash in here. Metal and concrete, all iron. I guess it was a I guess it was a step or something that was cast over top. I really don't know. But you can see how thick it is in here. This is really, really something. But did find something else kind of interesting. You're always looking around when you're metal detecting. You never know what you're going to see. But can you see it? Stands out like a sore thumb. Golf ball. Kirkland signature number 4. I think Kirkland is not Sam's Club. Costco, I think, is Kirkland. So it's kind of funny. But anyway, I'll bring you back if we find anything. Well, I'm not sure I know as much about this place as I thought I did, because I've been wandering around in here looking for signs of habitation. And if you look this way, there's a drive, a concrete pad going that way. And if we turn around, it comes out to this sort of concrete bluff out here. And they put a lot of time into it, but I'm not really sure what it is. It's got these little enclosure looking things with bolts sticking out of it. And it looks like at one time there's some sort of tank or holding container or something. But you can see over here clearly they were building a bulk against the river. So the river was comes from that way, goes this way. And you can see form marks where they had put some boards down and just poured the heck out of this concrete. It looks to me like they were trying to build a barrier to keep it from coming through here, and it looks, for the most part, they were pretty successful. The rest of the area was overrun, but this little fortification seemed like it held up, but once the water got 3 feet above this, it didn't matter. So you can see even behind me here, all that sand is all just runoff that's come across and just washed across this property. So it wasn't able to stop the flood. But if you look down even, there's rebar and concrete, and maybe they had a walkway or something right there, and it just kind of collapsed in eventually. You see over here, there's an old tree, been here, old maple, looks like it's been here a long time, but they poured a slab that's partially fallen in now. But another one of them little barrier things, I don't know what it is, but clearly somebody did not want this to get taken over by the river, and they lost. So I'm going to keep going, but it looks like I'm doing more exploring than metal detecting, because there is just a ton of debris out here, and I'm having a hard time sorting through it. Well, one of the things I like to do when I'm out metal detecting is to look around big trees, because people always like to hang around big trees, and I know they've been here a long time. So if you look at this tree behind me, it's a cottonwood, and it's a big one. They don't always live this long, but this area is real wet, so it's got an environment that it likes. But I'm going to set this camera down just so you get an idea of the size of this tree. This is not normal for this area. So that's a big tree. Wasn't nothing around it this time. I didn't find anything around it, but that's been here a while. It's probably not really going to live much longer. These trees don't have a real long lifespan. 200-300 years at the most. But anyway, I'm going to keep looking. Well, maybe I'm a sucker for punishment, but I got another good signal. 91, which is another, crazy good signal. $91, $92 right on the surface just about, so probably trash, but hey, you never know. Well, wasn't a big coil of wire, but it was a cable clamp, like one of these. You take the cable and I can't do it one-handed. You wrap it around like, and you put screws through these two holes to clamp the cable down, but kind of coin size almost, so that's something, but keep going. Well, I'm still out here out in the woods. I mean, it's pretty quiet, but you still see signs. You know, that's the interesting part about it. If you look down here, what I found, how many fire hydrants do you find right in the middle of the woods? It says Chattanooga, Tennessee, Muller 5 1/4, I think it says. Probably people could tell you how old it is just from that, but I was with the fire department. I don't know either, but I'm sure there's some folks out there that could probably tell. So if you know, put something in the comments. That'd be pretty interesting. Behind me back here, you can see some, I guess they were concrete fence posts or something like that. I imagine the road must have come up through here somehow. Not sure how yet, but anyway, I'm going to work my way towards the road. I don't know if I'm going to find much more, but it was fun exploring anyway. Well, been coming through the woods, and I was planning to go that way, but I don't think that's happening. Not with those boots. I guess we got to go back around, but you know, this is a pretty nice little spot. See all kinds of little bugs and frogs and turtles and all kinds of stuff. Kind of fun to watch. In another month there'll be mosquitoes out here that are as thick as, I don't know what, Datsuns. So probably won't be here then. And then in the summertime all this scrub grows up. It's all green and it's a mess. So I guess I'm gonna head back the way I came, get around this water. Well, since we're out exploring anyway, just a tip to anybody walking in the woods. You see a vine like that? With that sort of furry roots grabbing onto it? You know, this time of year there's no leaves or anything. You look, there's nothing. It's poison ivy. Don't mess with it. This time of year, that stuff will mess you up. You won't even know you're into it, and next week you'll be going to get shots. So that stuff is nothing to mess with. So you see that fur like that on the vines? Leave it alone. Just avoid it. It looks dead. Doesn't look like it'll hurt you. Yeah. You don't want to know how I know. Well, YouTube, we're back, and I can't say we found anything real valuable, but we did find some interesting things anyway. So I'm gonna go point out the board, show you what we found. I don't think I'm gonna save anything, but that's part of the game. So let me pan down here. Some sort of an escutcheon, not really sure. Metal rod, a nail, beer bottle top, old tractor wheel bearing, rivet, some sort of really cool signal that turned out to be junk, hinge, piece of aluminum extrusion from a, I think that's from like a door wall or something like that, some sort of a window, an old bicycle pedal crank, I think, and that baby's heavy. I wouldn't want to ride that bike. Beer can, 3 golf balls, shotgun shell, cable clamp. Oh, hey, look, there was the name. I guess not. Lock something. I think this is the base from either an old window crank or a windshield wiper pivot. And then there's a dresser handle. So nothing really super interesting, but certainly nothing valuable. But was fun to get out there amongst that foundation and see what we can find. You never really know what you're going to find out there, and try to think about how it might have been used in the past. That's really a lot of fun. So got plenty of exercise. I need my exercise. But if you like this video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon so when we post any new videos, you'll get to see them first. I think Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday mornings when we try to post videos. You know, I even forgot to show off my cool new hat. Michael has some hats made with our Father and Son Treasure logo, so was really proud to get to wear that today. So anyway, again, make sure you hit like, and we'll talk to you soon in the next video.